Hey y'all, this is Billy Don Loper, the Magnolia Outreach Coordinator here at the Mississippi Library Commission. Today we're going to take a look at one of the great databases offered on Magnolia to all Mississippians through their local public school libraries, and academic libraries with support from the state legislature. So we're going to step over to a database view and I'm going to walk you through how to make most out of your time on Magnolia. Here today, we're going to talk again about another one of the great databases provided through Magnolia. Today, we're going to talk about Agricola, which is a collection of resources provided by the U.S. Department of Agriculture's National Agricultural Library. Now, just like the last database we talked about, Academic Search Premier, this is an EBSCO database that provides a compilation of academic search articles from a lot of different sources. Now, the first thing we're going to show is the My EBSCO account. Now, this is a free account that you can create in order to make use of the My Dashboard features. So if you look over here, you'll see projects, saved, recent actions, your holds and checkouts, and your alerts. And this My Dashboard only works if you have a My EBSCO account, which you can create for free once you're logged into Magnolia. Now here you'll see the primary search functions, including the full text filter, the peer-reviewed filter, and the option to limit the range that your articles are coming from. There's also the advanced search feature, which lets you be more specific with all of these options. Now, one more thing I do want to make sure that you're aware of is the use of Boolean phrases, which you should be seeing on the screen now. And that's things like and, which includes both terms and all results, not, which includes only one term but not the other, and or, which includes either of them in the results. So we're going to go ahead and do our first search with companion planting. And you'll see here all of the articles currently available under companion planting. But if you go into linked full text and peer reviewed, you'll see that further limits the options down to only ones that are available to download in full text and only ones from academic sources and peer reviewed journals. But we can also filter it down to just publications from the last 5 years. And you'll see that greatly reduces the search results that we have here. Now, however, you might not find this to be specific enough, or it might have pulled it down in a way that is too specific for what you're looking for. So you can pull back in time, and we're going to make use of one of those Boolean phrases. So let's do companion planting and home gardening. And you'll see now we have pulled it down a little bit more specific to home gardening and companion planting while still remaining peer-reviewed and academic. You could turn that peer-reviewed feature off if you wanted to see more hobbyist articles and things from periodicals like gardening magazines. Now, if we click into one of these, you'll see that we can save it. We can add it to a project. We can share it. We can also cite it. So you'll go here to the citation machine and it'll let you select. And whenever you share it, you also can choose what you're sharing it to. There is the download option where you can download it in PDF, but there is also a download the metadata if you want to print this out and take it to your local librarian to get a physical copy of the journal that this article appears in. Now we're going to do a different search to just show a few more of the options that are available here. So let's do insect management. Now, insect management is going to pull in a lot of very academic, talking about particular insects, maybe some microbes related to that, but maybe you are not interested in the microbe topic, so you can say not microbes, and it's going to pull those articles out while keeping it academic, full text, just like the previous ones. So let's go ahead and save this one and add it to a project as well. And now we're going to step over to our projects. And then we're going to go into my example project. And you'll see here are the 2 articles that I saved, but also articles that I saved in the past. And you'll see it shows the date when that article was saved. And if you go into saved, you'll see it is all the articles that I have saved over time, but not organized into projects. And then let's step over and look at recent activity, just to show real quick what that feature does under the My Dashboard area. So if you go to recent activity, it will show you all your previous searches. So if you remember getting to a particular article, but you can't remember the search terms you used, this is a great way to kind of step back and see what those search terms may have been. So that is the primary functionality of Agricola available on Magnolia. So again, this is a database provided by the U.S. Department of Agriculture through their National Agricultural Library. Just like all of the other great databases on Magnolia, this is great both for personal research as well as academic purposes. Whether you were in school, a member of an agricultural club at your local public library, or a hobbyist farmer, this is a great resource that can provide a lot of benefit to you. And it is for free through Magnolia with support from the state legislature and the Mississippi Library Commission. So, thanks again for taking the time to watch this video. Be sure to head over to magnolia.lib.ms.us to check out all of the other great databases available on Magnolia. Thanks!
The video you have just viewed is an MLC production, made possible in part with funding from the Institute of Museum and Library Services. We encourage you to visit our YouTube channel and our LibGuides for further resources and supporting content.